welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah. Please hit the like and subscribe button down below. And this is going to be another library haul. So I am trying to use my library as much as possible before I move to Japan. I don't know when I'm moving to Japan. No update has been given yet, so I'm just kind of sitting idle. But I thought while I'm trying to save money for Japan, but read more, the library would be a perfect place for that. There's also going to be a lot of manga in this library haul because I am trying to read more manga because it was just kind of like a personal goal of mine. I really just love the medium, and yeah, so here we go. This is my library haul. The first book I'm going to talk about is actually a renewal. It's the only one that I renewed. I read all the other ones from my past library haul. If you haven't watched that, please check it out. But that is Forest of Souls by Lori M. Lee. And this one, if I'm not mistaken, because I've read the synopsis of this so many times and have told it to my viewers so many times, is about this young woman who is trained or raised to be the guard or assassin for the queen or something like that. Something along those lines. And when her best friend dies or is murdered or something, she resurrects her, and that puts her on a new path, and she is no longer able or expected to be whatever she is supposed to be to the queen. I'm pretty sure that is the semi premise of this book. If I am wrong, don't kill me. I am sorry, but I do still plan to get to it. Super excited for it. The next book is Fable by Adrienne Young. I think this is a pirate book. And the little I do know about this book as well is that it follows a 16, 17, 18-year-old girl, a young woman, and she is basically trying to live in the world of men. Basically, she is the daughter of a trader, merchant, something along those lines, and she watches her mom drown during a storm, and then her father abandons her on this like horrible island. Her goal is to get off this island with like thieves and horrible people, and so she recruits a young man, I think, to help her, and she wants to get back to her father and pretty much demand her place by his side, along his crew, and I'm assuming is just her story of her trying to get back to her father and trying to obtain the mantle that she has grown up knowing she would take over. So here we are. I hear really great things about it, so I'm really excited to get to it, but that's just the little I know about this book. The next book I've been putting off for so long, and when I did see it at the library today, I was like, maybe I should just pick it up finally. Because at first when this book was released, I was hearing really mixed things about it, but now that it's been out for a while, I've just been hearing people just talk it up and rave about it over and over again. So now that the hype has died down, I think I'm ready to get to it, and though it is a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be, and that is Furyborn by Claire Legrand. And so here we are. Okay, it's been a while, okay? Bear with me. When assassins ambush her best friend, the Crown Prince, Riel risks everything to save him, exposing her ability to perform all 7 kinds of elemental magic. The only people who should possess his power are the pair of prophesized queens, a queen of light and the queen of blood. To prove she is the Sun Queen, Riel must endure 7 trials to test her magic. If she fails, she will be executed, unless the trials destroy her first. So yes, elemental magic is one of my favorite things ever. So I don't know why I've been putting off this book for so long, but I'm kind of glad I did, because I don't always like going into hype books because my expectations are like through the roof and it only ends up hurting me in the end. So, and the last one that is not a manga is going to be on my Libby app, and it is the audiobook for The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. I am listening to this series on audiobook. These audiobooks are relatively short. I am 28 and never have watched or read The Chronicles of Narnia, so I did read book 1, which was The Magician's Nephew via audiobook while doing my puzzle, but I'm not going to say much about The Chronicles of Narnia because I feel like even someone who hasn't read or watched The Chronicles of Narnia, I still know what it's about, but pretty much it's about magical place that you can get to through a wardrobe if you know the movie. The Magician's Nephew was a really good like kind of prequel to The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, and kind of gives the story itself a lot of background and kind of like how that wardrobe came to be kind of thing. So I'm kind of excited to see how The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe plays out now that I know kind of the things things that happened before. And then after I read the book, I would like to maybe watch the movie because I should come out from under my rock. And now onto the manga section of this library haul. The first one is Spy X Family, story and art by Tatsuya Endo. And this one is Master Spy Twilight is unparalleled when it comes to going undercover on dangerous missions for the betterment of the world. But when he receives the ultimate assignment to get married and have a kid, he may finally be in over his head. So yes, I really like the look of him. I'm assuming that is Twilight. But basically I went on to my library website and was like, what manga could I get? My library itself has a good section of manga, but because my library is just one in a vast system of libraries in my area of the state, they are able to do interlibrary exchanges. So this came from a different library and it was waiting at my library for me to pick it up, and I'm really excited to get to it. The next two are volumes 1 and 2 of a different manga, and that is Dawn of the Arcana, which is story and art by Ray Toma. And this one is volume 1 and this one is volume 2. I decided to get both because I just wanted to like kind of try it out. So here we are. Princess Nakaba of Senin is forced to marry Prince Caesar of the enemy country Belquat instead of becoming a hostage. While Caesar is pleasing to the eye, he is also selfish and possessive, telling Nakaba outright, "You are my property." With only her attendant Loki at her side, Nakaba must find a way to cope with her hostile surroundings, her fake marriage, and a mysterious power. So here we are. I heard that it has kind of the same vibes as Yona of the Dawn, though obviously it's a different story altogether. I was really looking for a series with the same kind of feeling as Yona of the Dawn, so I am going to give it a try. First cover does give me Yona of the Dawn vibes, so you gotta love it. And the next manga is Blue Flag Volume 2 by Kaito, and so yes, I really enjoyed Volume 1, and it's pretty much a high school romantic comedy. It follows, I think, 4 individuals, and it's like a love square kind of going on. There is a young woman who has a crush on this guy. This other guy, who is the friend of the first guy, was like, hey, I'll help you. She has a friend who is just really supportive of her and kind of like just follows her around. It turns out that the girl likes the other girl and the boy likes the other boy. So far, it's just been hilarious and a nice, fluffy kind of romance comedy. I'm not sure how the series is going to go on with it being more comedy heavy or more romance heavy, but I am really excited to figure it out. And it was like a surprise LGBT manga because I wasn't aware that it was until the very end of volume 1. So I saw that other people were aware that it does have same-sex, they're not relationships, at least not yet. So far they're just crushes, but it was a nice surprise, and so far it's just been really heartwarming, and I'm really excited to see how the rest of the series goes on. And that is my second library haul. Like I said, I will be doing more library hauls up until I leave, whenever that may be, but here we are. Let me know what you thought down in the comments, and yes, please like, hit that bell button, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys all next time. All love. Bye.